You're trading your children's childhood for the illusion of financial stability. And most people realize it too late. The corporate structure isn't designed to protect your family. It's designed to extract your time during the exact years your children need you most. Here's the economic reality. One mentions the salary you're defending right now, the benefits package, the retirement contribution. These aren't gifts, they're payment for something specific. Your complete availability during core developmental windows. Notice what happens between ages 0 and 12. Language acquisition, emotional regulation, identity formation, attachment patterns. These processes don't wait for your promotion cycle. They happen on biological timelines, not corporate schedules. And here's the structural problem. The career path that promises long-term security requires short-term sacrifice during irreplaceable years. You can't recover this time later. The economic trade-off is designed to feel responsible. You're providing, you're building stability. You're securing their future through your sacrifice now. But observe what you're actually trading: present connection for future resources, developmental presence for retirement accounts. This isn't a moral judgment, it's a structural analysis. The system works exactly as designed: maximum extraction during peak productivity years, which happen to overlap perfectly with peak parenting years. And the cultural messaging supports this. Good parents sacrifice, hard work pays off. Your children will understand when they're older. Except they won't remember you being there. They'll remember you being tired, distracted, physically present, but cognitively elsewhere. Planning tomorrow's presentation while they're showing you their drawing. This is the invisible cost no benefits package compensates for. Here's what changes when you map the actual economics. That salary isn't passive income. It's active exchange, your attention, your energy, your cognitive bandwidth, your physical presence during waking hours. All redirected toward organizational priorities, not family architecture. And the benefit structure reveals the same pattern. Health insurance, paid leave, retirement matching. These exist to keep you dependent, not to protect your autonomy. The moment you question the exchange rate, the system reminds you what you'd lose. But it never calculates what you're already losing. Notice the opportunity cost. Every morning commute, every late meeting, every business trip, every weekend you're recovering instead of engaging. These aren't just schedule conflicts, they're developmental gaps. Your children are building their understanding of relationships, safety, attention, value, and they're learning it from whoever is actually present, not whoever is financially providing. The economic recalibration starts here. What if the salary isn't worth the extraction? What if the benefits package costs more than it provides? What if you're overpaying for stability? Here's the pattern most people miss. The corporate path promises security through delayed gratification. Work now, enjoy later, sacrifice during these years to have resources during those years. But childhood doesn't delay, development doesn't wait. And the years you're trading away are the only years these specific developmental windows exist. You can't buy them back with retirement savings. Now observe the alternative economic structure. Building income that doesn't require your absence. Creating systems that generate resources without extracting presence. This isn't about replacing a salary overnight. It's about redirecting effort toward assets, not employment. The difference is ownership. Employment trades time for money, every hour, every week, every year. Asset creation trades effort once, for ongoing returns. And here's what most people don't calculate. The corporate salary feels certain, the alternative feels risky. But the risk assessment is backwards. Trading your children's core years for paycheck certainty is the highest risk decision you can make. You're gambling their development on your career trajectory. The recalibration requires new math. What's the value of being present during language acquisition? What's the cost of missing emotional regulation modeling? What's the return on investment of your actual attention? These aren't sentimental questions, they're economic ones. because your children's future capacity, their emotional stability, their ability to form secure relationships, these are direct outcomes of your presence now, not your income level. Here's the structural tension. The system requires you to believe the opposite, that providing financially is the same as providing developmentally, that your sacrifice now creates their opportunity later. But observe the actual outcomes. Children of highly successful absent parents don't credit the resources, they remember the absence, and no amount of financial stability compensates for developmental gaps during core attachment years. This is the trade-off the one explains during onboarding. Now map the exit economics. What would it actually take to replace that salary with own systems, digital products, consulting offers, service packages, automated income structures? Not all at once, progressively. Here's what shifts. Instead of trading presence for paycheck, you're building systems during available hours. Early mornings, nap times, evenings, small efforts. Compound direction. The goal isn't immediate replacement, it's structural transition. From extraction-based income to ownership-based income. From selling time to selling systems. And here's the timeline most people miss. You don't need to replace your entire salary before you leave. You need enough runway to build momentum without panic. 3 months of expenses, 6 months, 12 months. This isn't reckless, it's strategic, because the corporate path also has risk, layoffs, restructures, market shifts. The stability you're defending can disappear with one executive decision, and you have no control over that timeline. But you do have control over what you build. Here's the recalibration. Stop measuring security by paycheck predictability. Start measuring it by income diversity, multiple small streams, different platforms, varied clients. This is more stable than single employer dependency. Some people approach this transition with basic tools for structuring digital offers and building consistent client systems. There are frameworks designed specifically for this type of income architecture. One reference is in the description. The infrastructure matters, not as a replacement for strategy, but as support for execution. Now observe the child development layer. What happens when you're present during the years that matter, not stressed, not distracted, not mentally somewhere else, actually available? Your children don't need perfect parenting. They need consistent presence, regulated attention, safe emotional space, and they need it now, not after your next promotion. Here's what the economic system won't tell you. The sacrifice narrative is a control mechanism. The idea that good parents must choose between presence and provision. This is a false binary. You can build income without sacrificing presence, but it requires rejecting the employment model entirely. And that rejection feels dangerous, because you've been taught to equate employment with responsibility. But observe the actual responsibility to your children's development, to your family's relational health, to your own cognitive sustainability. The corporate extraction model violates all three. Here's the final economic layer. You're not just losing time with your children. You're losing your own capacity to be present. The cognitive load, the emotional depletion, the identity fragmentation. These don't disappear when you clock out. You bring them home every day, and your children experience the residue. The distracted responses, the irritable corrections, the exhaustion disguised as discipline. This is the hidden cost of the corporate trade-off, and no benefits package accounts for it. The recalibration isn't about rejecting income. It's about rejecting extraction. Building systems that generate resources without requiring your developmental absence. This is economic sovereignty, and it starts with recognizing the true cost of what you're currently trading. Your children's best years for a paycheck that feels secure, but costs everything that actually matters. Notice the trade-off. Then decide if you're willing to keep paying it. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and reflective purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or career advice. Any decisions regarding employment, income strategy, or family structure are personal and should be made with appropriate professional consultation. Some resources mentioned may include affiliate links, meaning this channel may receive a small commission at no extra cost to you. This helps support the creation of future content.